Lee, you've had a little bit of time to think about the last result. Points lost?
Yeah, when you look at the chances we had, in overall play, probably the right result. But when you look at the two gilt-edged chances we had in comparison to the chances that they had, we certainly had the clearer chances to go on and take all 3 points. So very, very frustrating. And
then straight on to another really tough match at the weekend. How do you see that one?
I think the way the league's going at the moment, you can never process anything that's coming your way. You just don't know what you're going to get. I mean, the results elsewhere, our own results have been to have 1 win, 1 draw and 2 defeats in the last 4 games, disappointing. And so we're losing that little bit of consistency, I get that, but when you look at results elsewhere, it's the exact same for every single team in this league. So Inverness coming down here, who have been, I believe, over a few years now, a bit of a bogey team for this football club. That in itself makes it a very, very difficult game. We've had 2 good games against them, 2 good games that we could have won both of them, and we end up taking 1 point, especially the home game. We blow them off the park, but end up losing the game 1-0. And up there, when you go 2-1 up with, 6-7 minutes to go, yeah, hopefully expect to see the game out, but it wasn't to be. So Billy's got a good group of players there that have been in and around the Championship for a long time. They know what it's all about, so very, very tough game.
Queen's Park have made a little bit of a gap at the top there just now, so does that put extra pressures on you for Saturday?
I think it probably does, of course. I mean, if you want to stay in and around it, you've got to start winning games, and we've not done that the last 2 games. So, yeah, it adds a little bit of pressure, but we're in the game. The pressures are you're either fighting against relegation down the bottom of the league or you're pushing to stay up the top of the league, and we'd much rather have the pressure we're in this year than we were in the pressure we had last year. But pressure means you're doing something, and you're in a situation where you've got something to fight for, and that's what we're in football for. Ultimately, we want to be fighting near the top of the league rather than the bottom of the league. You can see the teams at the bottom of the league are picking up points, they're handling the pressures. It's just up to us, or Dundee's and Mortons and that, to try and put pressure on Queen's Park at the top, who seem to be the most consistent team at the moment.
Have you got any selection problems for the weekend, or are you doing quite well at the moment?
No, we're doing quite well. Again, good minutes under their belt for like Chris McGuire and Frankie Masonda, who are still playing a wee bit of catch-up, obviously, coming back from injury or just coming in, having not played for a while. Murday looks as if he should join full training next week, which is great, so good problems to have.
I sit beside you as someone who's having quite a good time just now. I think when we talk about you, what was Saturday night there, what was that all about?
It was just the next event in the testimonial at the Bell Rock, so it was a great night. Everyone we've had so far has been brilliant. It was good to get a lot of the boys that I used to play with back down for a wee bit of a reunion. So Lauren Shanklin was there, Andy Geoghegan, Stephen Bell, Alan Forrest, Craig McGuffey. They came down as well, along with 6 or 7 of the current squad. So it was a brilliant night. It was a great laugh from start to finish, and a big thanks to the Bell Rock and all the staff and all the committee for organising it. It was brilliant just to get a catch up with all the boys again.
So you're trying to get a few of them to re-sign for you United. I mean, I hear that Lauren Shanklin's doing pretty well at the moment.
Unfortunately, he was driving down, so the plan was to get him full and then get a contract in front of him, but he's seen it coming.
Wouldn't it be a bad double act with Dippo up top, would it?
That's all. I've got to say to you as well, you said there's been a few so far. That's 3 events, I think.
Yeah, 3.
How has it affected you seeing these 3 events, and what have they been so far?
The first night was a race night over at the hospitality suite just to kick things off. The second one was up in Aberdeen. The gaffer was there with Graham Matthey. So it's just been brilliant just to get different crowds, kind of different people who they're all Ayr fans mainly, but different generations and from different parts of the kind of country. So it's every night they've been brilliant in their own way.
But you've also got that's a plan for the year. Is there anything else that we should know that's coming up quite soon, or what you're trying to get?
We still need to nail down a few dates, but there's still a golf day to happen. There's a quiz night, a psychic night. Obviously the match still to happen, and the big dinner to finish with as well. So there's still a few things in the pipeline, and over the next few weeks I'm sure there'll be dates and stuff released.
Right, also at the same time you've sort of kicked off your football career again just a little bit. You've gone out and started playing. How has that happened? Who are you playing for and how's it going?
Just went back into the juniors to play with Glenafton. I'll keep in touch with some of the boys there, Mark Roberts and Ryan Stevenson, they're the kind of management team, so I just came out of a kind of off conversation to see if I would come back playing and if we could make something work with the club, and the club were excellent about it. It took a few weeks to iron a few things out, but I just missed playing, so I wanted to get back involved while still trying to be here as much as I can to help out. So it's just trying to do the best of both for the moment. So it's been good playing again. Results have been a wee bit up and down, but it's just a good feeling to get back in the park and kick the ball about.
You didn't take too long to get on the score sheet, did you?
No, I think it was my third game up at Darvel, so it was good to. You never forget the feeling of scoring a goal.
Now, just taking you back to the Area United Link stuff, how proud of you are of the team and the way that their fitness is going?
I think there's no question about how fit the boys are. I think that's been proven throughout the season with how strong we finish games and stuff. I think it helps with the substitutes you can get on as well. So it just shows you that these boys are staying in good condition. The reserve games help that. I think at this stage of the season now, the boys, unless they've been injured, they're as fit as they'll be. So it's just managing their loads and stuff, so that they're not doing too much at this stage of the season. Or if boys need a wee bit extra, especially the ones that are coming back, then we're kind of taking care of that as well.
Lee, have you noticed this kind of fitness level and the improvement it makes in the team?
I think nobody can dispute the fact that the way that we normally finish games, we can be a little bit frustrated on, especially recently, that we've started a couple of the games. We've started the games a little bit slowly, but we've finished the games really strongly and put teams under pressure. Now that is partly down to fitness, that is partly down to the reserve league that they're playing. So they're getting competitive match games, everything like that. It's down to a lot more gym work what they're doing with the lads. And then it's also down to confidence. So the group are in a good place when it comes to the physical side of things, absolutely. They're doing really, really well, and that's a credit to the lads, where it's Stevie in the medical, obviously Moffat and Tomo are helping out with the sports science side of things and the gym work. Now,
over the last couple of weeks, you've been making comment about the fans getting behind you, and you have to admit that in the last game up at Raith, they were superb. It was a smaller bunch, but they never stopped.
They were absolutely brilliant, and they've been phenomenal all through the season. We're on a wee bit a sticky spell, so this is where, as I say, the message probably is that we need you more than ever now at the moment. When you're going through that sort of down bit, those couple of results that don't go your way, or little bits of luck that don't go your way, or there's a couple of players off form, we need the support of the fans more than ever, whether it be for an individual player or for the team in general, to haul us through this way and try and finish with a bit of success to the end of the season, because as I say, we're all together in it. It's probably a position the club's not been in for a few years, and it's an opportunity that we don't want to pass up. And there's no better way of doing that with 100% support for your fan base, and I'm sure they'll be as vocal as always on Saturday when we play Inverness.